Welcome to Humming Punks with me, Ian Hurst.
And me, Jimmy Watkins.
Each week we're going to be reviewing a different album as selected by our guest with just 3 words. It's a bit of a challenge, it's going to be tough, it's going to be fun, it's going to be random, and there might be the odd swear word.
Yeah, so if there are any children listening, make sure they already know the swear words in advance.
Good advice. Take care, sit back, relax and enjoy. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to the Humming Punks Easter special.
Wow. The watered down Christmas.
Yeah, indeed. Happy Easter to everybody. If you celebrate Easter, enjoy. If you don't, then I hope you're having a smashing weekend. I hope you're enjoying it and I hope it's lovely and sunny where you are. That's the main thing, right, Jimmy?
Yeah, I mean, sun and chocolate. Perfect combination.
Sun and chocolate. So, some of you might realise that by now Jimmy and I aren't professional podcast makers. That might surprise some of you, but just to highlight this, this is our second attempt at filming this one. The first one, how far in did we get? 20 minutes?
We got about 20 minutes in. My face was hurting from all the fake laughing and smiling.
Yeah, 20 minutes in.
And now you've told me to do it again, so I've got to prepare myself for all the painful laughing.
We had to do it again because I forgot to press record. So we were just basically... Jimmy and I were basically just chatting. It was lovely. I mean, it was beautiful. But yeah, that would be no good for you guys. So welcome to the Humming Punks podcast. Take two.
Take two, yeah.
Take two. Just you and me today, Jimmy.
Beautiful.
It is.
I like this. I like this setup. This was the original setup, and then, we ended up having guests, which is great, but at the end of the day, I just like spending time alone with you on Zoom.
Well, do you know what? It's been amazing to have the guests, but we get asked quite a lot. People quite enjoy listening to me and you. I don't know why. So we thought, why not do an Easter special before we start with the next lot of guests? So today we'll chat, we'll chit chat, maybe review some of the guests that we've had before. Not review them, that's a bit harsh. We'll talk about the guests that we've had and what we've learned, because we've had quite an eclectic mix of guests so far. Yeah. We'll see how good our memory banks are. And I think, like always, we're just going to have fun, right?
Absolutely.
Let's just have fun, just me and you. Yeah. Easter special. I hope everyone is overindulging with chocolate. Yeah. Sit back. What's your favourite Easter egg, Jimmy?
I like Easter eggs in black bags. I like to just take them out of the wrapper so I don't know where they are and just chuck them all in a black bag.
I like that.
And walk around dragging his black bag of Easter eggs on the floor, just eating them where I want and when I want.
Like the Pied Piper of Easterville. Yeah. Instead of mice, you've got Easter eggs.
I got Easter eggs, yeah.
Do you know? I reckon pound for pound, Easter eggs must be more than gold, but are they more than saffron?
Ooh.
That because I was looking at Easter eggs the other day. So a normal Kit Kat chunky Easter egg, in any supermarket, like the big one, so a big one with the 2 chunky fingers in, £8.
Ah.
£8.
£8.
If you melted that down, you'd have two Kit Kat chunkies. You don't have to melt them; they already exist. But melt the chocolate, the actual chocolate down. I reckon you've got the equivalent to a packet of buttons.
That's ridiculous. What a marker!
£8.
What a marker!
£8. Unbelievable, right?
I tell you what, that's made me fearful for the future of humanity. We could go to war about Easter eggs at any moment.
Well, actually, funny you say that, because last night I was looking at the news on my phone.
You're just looking at it, you weren't reading
it. Pictures first, always. And M&S, I don't know how this has gone, but M&S were urgently pleading, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Visitors to not go to store.
Wow.
Because they've sold out of Easter eggs. I read this. M&S urgently please customers. And I thought, oh, hello, what's this?
Please don't come to our shop.
Yeah.
We have no Easter eggs.
Please don't come to our shop. We've sold out. Urgently pleading them. There was going to be chaos in the aisles at M&S. Oh. Never would you hear chaos in the aisles of M&S. And then we'd never hear the words children in Waitrose. It just doesn't work. You don't have it.
You've got Malcolm, the store manager in M&S, digging a trench around the shop so nobody can get in. And then they are sending new Easter eggs in via a helicopter.
Dropping them in. extravaganza.
Well,
yeah. So there you go, M&S.
That's ridiculous, though, mate.
Isn't it? This is the world gone crazy.
Yeah.
So you just like any chocolate in a black bin bag. Are you a dark chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate?
I'm just like all kinds of chocolate. It doesn't bother me. Just eat it all. Although I'm not too fussed on white chocolate. Although that's not really chocolate, is it? Is it?
It's my favourite.
It's just really slow moving milk. If you look at white chocolate through a magnifying glass, it's milk that's just moving really slowly. No, I'm not fussed. Like, I'll just eat so much chocolate. Honestly, it is ridiculous.
Where are you on Terry's chocolate oranges?
Where am I on them?
Yeah, what's your stance on the Terry's chocolate orange?
I crack them with my head, and I eat the whole one in one go. But I miss the middle bit. Remember they used to have the middle bit?
Yeah, which is all the congealed, chunky chocolate there, dried. Yeah.
That's gone now because of Brexit, because that was European apparently, so they've had to get rid.
So I think we've probably spoken enough now about Easter to qualify this as an Easter special. Should we move on to other stuff?
Yeah,
I don't know what the criteria is to talk about stuff to make it an Easter special, but I think Easter eggs, Easter bunnies.
I had 2 rabbits once. There's a funny story about rabbits.
From Ann Summers? Were they like your Steely Dans?
Yeah. Oh, wow, a lot of people were blown away by that Steely Dan fact. I thought it was something that everybody knew.
I had no idea that a Steely Dan was a dildo. Yeah. No idea. No idea.
Someone said they wanted us to have more dildo chat or something on the podcast.
Consider it done.
2 guys talking about dildos. Wow.
Oh, on that note, we had, and so listen, guys, we do get blown away, in all honesty, by your reviews that you send in. Yeah. We do see them. We don't get that many, so it's not hard to see them, but we do see them. We've had car crash podcast, which I have later seen hashtagged quite a lot. People hashtagging in car crash podcast, which I still think is a good one. But we've had another excellent one come in. Jimmy, have you got it there?
I've got it here. Well, I've got it framed in my office.
Take it off the frame, read it to us.
Hang on there, let me get my step ladder.
Yeah, and if anyone else wants their review read out, just submit one.
That's what it is. Yeah, we don't read messages on this show, we just read reviews.
Yeah, but please make it alright. Don't make it a horrible one. We probably won't read out a horrible one.
I will definitely read out a horrible one.
Yeah.
Whilst I've got you in my house, I've grabbed you, I found you, whoever wrote that horrible review, I've grabbed you, I've brought you here, and I'm reading it in your face.
Yes.
That's the only way I'll read a bad review.
Okay. Tell me about our review.
This review, so we got 5 out of 5, like a good bed and breakfast.
5 out of 5?
Yeah, that means we had great sausages, beans, and very dry towels.
Nice.
So I'll read it.
Service, good bed service.
That was a bit too close to the dildo chat. Here we go then.
Go.
5 stars. And the title of this review is Silly and Brilliantly Uplifting. Mm-hmm. I'm loving the idea of a podcast with 2 guys who have never met, but who are... No, hang on. Let me read that again properly.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry. I do apologise.
Please don't write a review on this.
I just saw someone walk past with a black bag full of Easter eggs. I got jealous. I'm loving the idea of a podcast with 2 guys who have never met, but who have a shared love of music and health. The relaxed and gentle format of laid-back chat and music, with that gentle nod to mental health and wellness, is great to hear right now. In a world of hard-hitting news and statistics, I love to listen to the guys' funny goings-on of these 2 lovely guys. Interactive, informative, and fun.
Wow. I'm a bit offended there that they said in the world of hard-hitting news, like we haven't just spoken about M&S's urgent plea to customers.
That's true.
We cover all bases.
We're on the front line of news.
Yeah, and statistics, well, 100% of the Easter eggs have gone at M&S. There you go. So never let it be said that we can't do hard-hitting news and statistics.
Wow. Boom. It's like election night for Toothache with all these statistics and chocolate talk.
I wonder if one day they'll let us do like Deadline Day on Sky Sports or something. I think that'd be an awesome thing for us to do.
I'd be well up for that.
Yeah. So listen, we do have some structure to this podcast. I know people have probably switched off by now, but we are going to keep some structure. Although we don't have a guest, we are going to be doing our album review as selected this week by our wonderful producer Carl. So we're going to be reviewing his album. We are going to be, of course, doing the lyrics game because people are still playing for their 5 house points, and some people are even playing for the belief that there's a mattress involved, and I don't know where that came from. I never said there was a mattress involved.
I'm not sending a mattress to anybody.
I'm not sending a mattress, no.
Are you?
No, but I did have to go and collect a mattress yesterday.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I did. I had to shove a mattress in my car. There we go. I don't know that there's anything more difficult than shoving a mattress in a car. Or general transportation of a mattress.
Shoving it in your mouth is probably the hardest thing to do.
Yeah,
but did you sit on the mattress and drive home? Was it a really comfortable drive?
I bought a big car once, and my car's still not big enough. I thought, when I turned to dad, when I was a dad, and I'd had a few other cars, I thought, no, I'm not getting caught anymore. I buy a big car, an SUV, a car I can get stuff in.
Yeah.
They're all deceptive.
Yeah.
Because they're tiny still.
Well, I'm a dad, 2 kids and a wife. I'm not a dad to my wife, that would be weird.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
And I've got a sports car.
Have you?
Well, kind of, yes. I mean, it's got 2 doors on it and blacked out windows.
What is it?
I'm badass. It's a BMW M Sport 1 Series.
Wow.
I know.
I thought I knew you, and I didn't. There's so much we still don't know.
Well, this is funny because I had road rage with somebody when I was running, and I shouted, like, you're probably acting like that because of the car you drive. And then as he drove off, I thought, that's the same car as mine.
Oh, I love it. Well, listen, let's get going because this chat is going to go all kinds of places. Let's get going with giving you your lyrics to guess for today, because that is the important thing that we need to do. So, of course, whilst we're not a mental health based podcast, as the lovely review pointed out, whilst we are hard hitting factual news and statistical, we're not a driven mental health podcast, but we'd like to obviously reflect heavily on the 5 ways of well-being.
Yes.
So the first one, as always, for our listeners is to connect. Very, very important, especially in this time. And we always love when we connect, Jimmy, when we come together and we chat. And of course, for you lovely listeners, to connect when you listen to our podcast, when you send in reviews, when you talk to us about all the wonderful things that you're doing. So we like to connect. Be active. Big one for today. Belly's full of chocolate. Be active.
Keep on eating. Keep on eating chocolate. Don't stop. You're not a quitter. Come on.
I didn't bring you out to be a quitter. But be active, go for a walk, do some star jumps, some push-ups maybe. Make sure that you're actively being active in your life. To learn. What?
I'm just thinking of how horrible it would be to do star jumps on a belly full of chocolate.
Do you know, when I say star jumps a lot. I'm going to come back to this. Listen, to learn. Learn. We want to learn. Jimmy's words will always help us learn. I've gone really simple with my words this week, but
I got some monsters in there today.
So we're all going to learn some stuff. Okay, we're going to learn to give. Someone have given us a lovely review, so that's excellent. Give us reviews. Give a stranger in the street a smile. Just give and give freely. That's really important for the 5 ways of well-being. And of course, the big one: take notice.
Yes.
And the key behind everything that we do on this podcast, to take notice. So I'm going to give Jimmy and all you listeners at home your lyrics.
Oh, come on, then.
I'm definitely going to drop you clues. I'm glad that when Bianca was on last week, she told you how big clues I dropped.
She made me look like a fool. She made me look like a fool. I felt like she was smacking me on the bum. Making me feel like a little kid.
I know. Yeah. Come on, let's do this. Right, so take notice. Take notice, otherwise heads will roll, my friend. Heads will roll. So take notice, everyone. Okay, the lyrics are we all ready? Playing along at home. 5 house points.
Come on.
Glitter on the wet streets.
Glitter.
Silver over everything. The river's all wet. You're all chrome.
The river's all wet.
Glitter on the wet streets. Silver over everything. The river's all wet. You're all chrome.
Stupid. No idea.
It's from 2009, which is the same year of the album that was being chosen for us this week.
Yeah. I don't know. What? The rivers are wet.
Naturally.
What?
Like
you thought that was a good line to put into a song?
No, you're going to love it and you'll kick yourself. So, guys, playing for 5 house points.
The rivers are wet.
The rivers are wet. 5
playing
house
for
points.
a wet river.
If you won your mattress, you could stick it on the wet river and surf down. So, Jimmy, tell me how your week's been before we go any further. What have you been up to?
I have a newfound fascination with UFOs.
Yep. Hang on, what?
That's like a new thing for me. I just always have these new obsessions. So it's UFOs at the moment.
Do you know something? When I train people on mental health,
come on.
under a psychotic episode, there's early warning signs of someone's having a psychotic episode. So a psychotic episode is hallucinations, delusions, and thought disorders. You need those three elements at any given time to have a psychotic episode. And a psychotic episode is described commonly as an altered state of reality.
Right.
Now, when I'm talking to people about these, there's steps to how people might be developing into a psychotic episode.
Yeah.
And one of the key things that we point people towards is emerging unusual beliefs.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Yeah. So tell us about your UFOs.
I can't remember how. I just ended up buying a book on UFOs. I can't remember how, but I just bought one.
With money?
With money, yeah. I just bought one online and it came through the letterbox and I read it. And I was like, this is quite cool. It's by a woman called Leslie Kane, and she interviews like pilots and stuff. It's called UFOs, Pilots and Commanders or something. And she like interviews people who've encountered UFOs while flying planes and stuff like that. So I was like, this is mad. I'm enjoying this. And then I had a really long run planned. I think it was like an 18-miler. And I wasn't in the mood for music. So I just typed this woman's name in on Spotify and a podcast came up with her on there, which was 2 hours long, which was like how long I was going to be running for. So I just listened to that while I was running. And I think with the dehydration, the fatigue, maybe I was going into an altered state. But I started going, oh, this is great. And I really want to see UFO now. And I kept convincing myself that I was going to see one. I was like, next time I go around the corner, I'm going to see UFO flying over the sea off West Wales. But I didn't. But that's my new obsession at the moment, is that. And funnily enough, I'm reading a book about how UFOs now are kind of, we are almost witnessing the birth of a new religion in the amount of people who believe in UFOs and they see them as religious experiences. So to go back to that thing you were saying about belief, it's I don't know, people are finding something to believe in with it, and I'm just intrigued by it. I'm not saying I believe in them.
Right. Sounds like you are.
I'm not saying, no, I mean, the fact that there's probably stuff that we can't explain in the sky, I think that's a good chance that that's happening. There must be something you go, what's that? I get it all the time.
But if you believe in UFOs, do you not believe that someone's driving it, which then must mean you also believe in aliens?
Oh, well, this is it. See, where do they come from? I don't think they come from space.
Where do they come from?
I don't know. I think the other podcasts, rival podcasts.
Are you sure you're not just thinking of drones?
Ah, right. I've heard of those. Anyway, that's what I've been doing. I've been
doing that?
I've been enjoying reading about UFOs and just thinking this is a good place to start some creative thinking.
I like that. I like it. I bought a book this week as well.
Oh yeah, what did you get?
Yeah, I bought a book. So I was sold. I watched a program on Sunday that some of our listeners might have watched. It rhymes with Sunday Munch. Okay, and it was on in the background. So Sunday Munch was on in the background, and they had this guy come on, and within seconds he like got my attention. He was like a bigger than life kind of character, and I was like, "Oh, I like this. What's this guy talking about?" And it turned out he was talking about picnics. Okay? No. Right, but I was already in. I was in.
A larger than life character talking about picnics. Hang on a minute.
I was in. I was like in. Honestly, and I was just drawn to the TV. So you've got the two presenters on Sunday Munch talking to him about, and if we can get the guy on this podcast, I would love it. So we're talking, like he'd make me and you look like we weren't even here. People would be like, "Who are these two mugs?"
Talking
we
about
just
picnics.
want him. Yeah, no. Jimmy,
I'm sorry to laugh. I think it's amazing that you didn't laugh that I believe in UFOs and aliens, but I'm absolutely beside myself that you love picnics.
No, but I didn't know I loved picnics until this guy came on the telly. So he started talking about picnics and he was like, look, we need to change the way we see picnics. Everything's a picnic. A sandwich in a service station is a picnic. You just need to... Anyway, he's chatting about how he reinvents it, and he was talking, and he was just so thingy. And anyway, he goes... He's got with him a flask, and he's like, I'm not saying that picnics that have gone before are bad. I'm saying that we can reinvent them, we can zhuzh them up kind of thing. And he's all over it. And he gets out a thermos flask like this. This isn't my thermos flask. And he goes, right, lads, what's in my thermos flask, eh? What's in my thermos flask? And the boys are like, I don't know, coffee.
UFO. A UFO.
He's like, coffee? No. Next guess, soup? No. Don't be silly. Opens it up, turns it upside down, wallop, a sausage. Boom. He goes, I've got a hot sausage. A hot sausage. And people are like, mind blown. I was mind blown.
Oh my word.
Because he's like, why do we think you can only put liquids in a thermos blast? You can put solids in as well. Sausages, cook them, put them in, keep them warm, bam, there you go. So by this point, Jimmy, I was like, this man's my God. Where's he been all my life? So straight away, I went on the internet and I bought his book. So for those of you that want to know what
was
it is,
inside the book, a sausage.
No. So it's so good. So the guy's called Max Haley. Max, if there's any way that you're ever hearing this or anyone knows him, Max Haley, I need you in my life.
Yeah.
It's Max's picnic book. Oh my God. I was sold. So then the end of it, this is the best bit.
What? It gets better than a sausage in a flask.
So at the end, they're talking to him. They're going, they obviously must know his dad. His dad must be someone involved in picnics. Maybe
he's a sausage seller.
And he goes, how's your dad? How's your dad? He goes, my dad's awesome. He said, my dad's an absolute gem. My dad gave me one bit of advice that has always stayed true through my life, and I'll stick to it to this day.
Come on.
He said, son, if there's a sausage on the menu, order it. And I stood there. I swear not. I stood there looking at my TV. My jaw dropped. My jaw was just like,
I love this. I feel we should tell listeners that this wasn't planned, by the way. Like, you asked me what I've been into this week, and I said UFOs because that is the truth. And then you followed it up with picnic and sausage talk.
Yeah. And do you know the best bit? And every male will relate to this. Every male has done this. So I saw the book and I thought, I'll order that. I'll have that. And then later that night, I said to my wife, bought you a book today. To get my brownie point.
I do that. Yeah, I do that.
So
I
bought you something today. It should be with us soon. Max. If anyone knows Max, or if we can find Max, if we can get hold of Max's agent,
we'll just follow the smell.
I want it. So Max's picnic book, an ode to the art of eating outdoors, from the authors of Max's Sandwich. So
he's got another book about sandwiches.
Yeah, it sounds like he has. Oh God, hang on. Right, you search it up and I'll keep chatting.
Wow,
so
what a guy.
What a week. Can I also ask you if we can have a conversation about something that I learnt this week that you told me, but I don't know if we can.
Well, because I was going to mention it then, but I just thought I'd talk about UFOs instead.
What do you want to talk about? Because is it the same thing that I thought it was?
Well, I think it must be, because you were a massive help on the day that it happened, because I was still in my pyjamas at 6 o'clock at night. I was thoroughly in the dumps, as they say. I wasn't feeling
weren't you?
too good. No, as you know, I do the running reviews, and I mean, I'm old. I'm nearly 40. I can't run to an album every day, so I do 2 or 3 a week. 2 is good for me. And I tend to pick them quite wisely. And an offer came in to run to an album the day before it came out by a fairly big band. And I was like, I'm all over that. I'll do it. That's good for running punks. I like the band. That's good for me. Let's go for it. I ran to it. It was a 30-minute long album. So I ran for 30 minutes, having the time of my life, shouting about rock and roll.
Yeah.
Talked about like love, connection, finding meaning in life, everything I thought which is good in the world, and everything I stand for. And then I edited it down to an 8-minute video. I put it online. The band shared it. I thought, this is a good day. There were lots of new people finding running punks. I thought, what a great day.
Yeah.
I went to bed with a smile on my face, woke up, checked my phone, and it was just the complete opposite the day before. Something had come out. I'd been sent a few screenshots where the bass player had been on a podcast in 2014, which a gentleman called Gavin McInnes used to run, and he's associated with Proud Boys, so there was this far right link. The band denied it. They put a statement up about it. They denied it. But yeah, I just had a really hard time on Friday. People were saying like that I was giving fascism a platform.
Yeah.
Which,
what a nightmare, right?
Yeah.
And out of nowhere. And of course, obviously, you nothing to do with it, right? You just pick an album and you listen to it.
It was like, do you want to run to this album? I thought, I know the band. I like the band. Let's do it. I mean, I don't know everything about every band member on the planet, so I just ran to it, and I was buzzing because I looked at the video and I thought, this is a good video.
Yeah.
Now and again I do edit videos and I think, I could have done this a bit better, but I was like, this is a great video. This will get people running. This will get people excited about, being a maniac like me. But yeah, like, just people seem to forget that you don't know everything about every single person who lives on the planet. So, I mean, had I known about the things he'd said, I probably would have either addressed it at the start of the video or I may have skipped running to that band. Just because no one's crazy enough to put something controversial on the internet these days. But
it's it caught you out, didn't it? Absolutely caught you out. It really did, and you were struggling with it. Again, it shows, guys, how we try and put out content that we think people are going to like, but sometimes it's tough. You can't. 67.5 million people in the UK. Yeah, you can't please them all.
No,
as M&S are currently finding out with Easter eggs.
I feel for M&S now. I do. It was a massive trigger for me because it took me back to like something that happened a few years ago. And
will you share that?
I'll share. Like I'll share. No,
this isn't about Jimmy share. But this is no. Don't then if you don't want to.
No. I'll share it. I had a stalker 4 or 5 years ago, and I mean, going on now, now the time has passed, I can look back and I can see that maybe that was the moment I decided to get healthy and sort my life out, because dealing with a stalker when you're drinking every night and you got a hangover and you got booze guilt anyway is not a good thing. But this guy, I know who he was, I know who he is, he's still alive, was pretending to be me on right-wing chat rooms. And he was like just saying, listen to my band, I've hidden all these racist messages in my songs.
Because he was cutting up your lyrics, wasn't he? So he was looking at your lyrics and then changing it all. But I'll tell you the thing that blew my mind when you had a phone call. Yeah. Tell us about that. That was unbelievable.
Yeah. He phoned me in work and was like, I don't know who he was. I was selling windows at the time. So someone phoned up interested in buying windows and he was asking all these weird questions. You could see he was trying to make me trip up, like trying to make me say something stupid. And then he just said, I find that really offensive what you said. And then he said something to me and I repeated it to him and then hung the phone up. And then everyone was like looking at me in the office. It was an open plan office. Everyone's like, what was that? Like, was that a mate of you winding you up? I said, I have no idea. Like, what just happened? That was the weirdest phone call ever. Then the next day, I had to go in to see Human Resources and he'd recorded the conversation and chopped it up and edited it in a way that I was being really offensive to him on the phone and played it, and I nearly lost my job. And then he was
so scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is even doable.
Yeah, and he was leaving Google reviews of the company. So I nearly lost my job, and it was a good job. And it's not my dream job, but it was a good job. The money was good, and then when all that happened on Friday, I just thought, he's back. I honestly thought, he's back, like he's doing this now. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, so unbelievable, dark, isn't it? Well, I like the fact though, Jimmy, that when I asked you what you've done this week, you started with UFOs.
I just need to believe there's something other than this planet, because this planet is it's mucky. It's
unbelievable.
Fun.
Yeah, what an unbelievable. But I remember you telling me it's been a bit of a roller coaster week for that. But listeners, I guess in case you didn't know before, Jimmy and I are just human. We're just like everyone.
I know. But I mean, the good thing about it was, like, talking to you really helped me.
Good.
I remember we had a Zoom chat and really helped me. Speaking to a few of the running punks really helped. Yeah. So, and obviously my family helped me a lot. But I mean, it's still there. Like, someone messaged me about it last night.
Yeah, always. But I hope people don't just go and look at it now. Maybe we need people on our side to say, leave him alone, man.
I didn't know.
Can't help it. I know.
I didn't know. So yeah, but the mad thing about it is that I was watching a video then. Like, if I accidentally said something, which,
you start criticising and looking.
And I was like, all I've talked about is being a positive person and love and stuff. There we are. So yeah.
But what a week. That trumps my picnic book.
I tell you what, I wish I'd logged onto Twitter on Friday and a massive sausage fell out instead of all that hate. Tell you what,
honestly,
tweet me sausages instead of hate.
No. How many people now do you think are going to stick a sausage in a thermos flask though?
I'm going to do it.
Now you think about it, why have we not? So then, the other day, I'll tell you how this book's already influenced my life, to move on from your week, because I think we should. my daughter the other day was like, "Oh, I want to rap, but I want to take a hot chicken and bacon wrap into school." And I went,
Put a wrap in a flask.
Put a wrap in a flask.
Oh my
Guys,
God.
honestly, 5 minutes to change my life. Sunday munch, watch it back. That sounds like a rude porno, that, but there we go. So listen, let's do our album review, because we can't talk about sausages and that all day long.
I could.
Yeah, but the listeners, they don't want that. So the album that was chosen for us this week was, as I said, by the amazing Carl, who does all of the editing and production on this podcast. He picked an album for us, Regina Spector. So, Carl, I called you Carl then, but Carl, thanks for sending that. I've listened to it a couple of times.
Yeah.
I actually really liked it.
Yeah?
Really liked it. Yeah. So, tell me, Jimmy, we're going to start with you, as always, your 5 words.
5 words now. I'll give you 3.
Did I say 5?
You said 5, yeah. 5 words. Oh, all right.
It's because I normally do it. I normally have 5 words. No, what are your 3 words?
My 3 words. My first word is cascading. There was a lot of tumbling on the pianos. It felt like things were washing over me quite quickly. I felt exhausted after my first listen, I'll be honest with you.
Yes, definitely. The album, sorry guys, it's Regina Spector. The album is Far. Sorry, I should point out. It's the lovely blue piano on the front of it. Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, okay, I like that.
Cascading, yeah.
Yes, okay, I'm having that.
My second word is, I'm gonna put the big word in now.
Yeah.
It's panpsychism, where there's mind in everything. So everything, all matter has a mind, and I felt that in this song because there was so much stuff being thrown at you that I just felt like everything had a reason for being sung at you. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. There was so much there that I was like, it just feels like everything is alive in this album. Everything she sings about. And then my third word is cinematography. Lots of the songs reminded me of, you know, when you watch a film, you got a massive wide shot of like a reception area in a busy building. Yes. And you got all these people coming in. They reminded me of that. It was like, I don't know, it seemed to be capturing scenes and lots of people moving about, and then we would focus in on these certain characters, you know. So that song, Human of the Year, was a bit like that. Do you know what I mean? It was like so bizarre. It was like a crowded room, and then you just picked out one individual. So cascading, panpsychism, and cinematography. I was going to go for Dick as well. Just Dick.
Dick?
Yeah. Like Philip K. Dick. Philip K. Dick. It reminded me a bit of Philip K. Dick with his... she had a line in there, pre-war apartment, soon to be a post-war apartment. The future is now. That kind of thing. And then...
Yeah. So many messages on there, right? I mean, some of those tracks... So you mentioned straight away there about being more... the human one.
Human of the Year.
Human of the Year, which I absolutely love. But then you've got Dance... Is it Dance Track of the 80s or something it's called? Yeah. Oh, brilliant. And then there was one that I couldn't work out the name of it, and it was just Eat. And it's E-E-T. It's the second track.
Okay, yeah.
But then as you listen to the song, it's actually singing eat about the feet and that. Oh, it was brilliant. I did enjoy it. It was a lot when I looked at it. I was like, I'm not sure I get this. But,
I felt
definitely warmed on me, that.
Yeah.
I wanted to go Kate Nash all time. First second I heard it, I was like, it's a bit like Kate Nash, but I don't know who came first, her or Kate Nash. Or maybe they were the same time.
I think they probably were at the same time, weren't they? Kate
Possibly,
Nash.
2009. We should Google that, find out.
Kate Nash was around about then, wasn't she?
Yeah. She married, didn't Kate Nash marry the guy out of...
The Cribs.
The Cribs. Oh,
yes.
Great album.
Yeah.
What an album. Man's Needs. Later divorced. Did you see Kate Nash in the TV programme she did on Netflix all about wrestling?
I did. Yes. Yeah. That was a surprise.
That was, especially when she got naked.
That was almost as surprising as a sausage in a flask.
Yeah.
Seeing Kate
What
Nash
was
in
that called? What was that program called? Oh, we're going to have to remember it now.
Flair or something.
Flair.
Is
Guys,
it something like that?
yeah, something like Flair. All about women's wrestling in the 80s. What a soundtrack. Leotards, lycra and cars. Absolutely brilliant.
Are those your
There's
3 words? Glow. The film is called Glow. Yeah, that's the one.
You've got to watch Glow.
Not
You've got to
Flair.
watch it. Not bad, though.
You can see how my brain works, though. Flair's Glow.
This is why we need a guest here to glue us together.
It's fine. We wouldn't have had this honest chat if we had a guest.
I know. So
It would have been a bit awkward for the guest just to sit there and I'm talking about being stalked.
So here's today's guest, Max. Tell us about sandwiches. Oh, we so need Max. I'm gonna listen after this afternoon. I'm gonna email him. I'm gonna email him and just be like, "We need you."
Yeah.
Along with Eddie the Eagle, who we said we wanted after episode 1. Our listeners are meant to be getting these people for us, aren't they?
Yeah. I don't think it's our job. Our job is just to chat and be entertaining.
That's what I thought so. So listen, my 3 words. I've gone really simple. In fact, I've let it down.
No, you haven't.
I really tried. I
feel like I let you down, to be honest, with my words.
No. Your words: cascading, pantsism, and cinematography.
Wow.
Cinematography. Yeah. So my ones. Word 1.
Sausage.
Jaunty.
Jaunty. Yeah.
It was really jaunty, right?
Yeah.
And that was again, I think, the Kate Nash thing.
Yeah.
I felt really like I wanted to use the word clippity-clop, but obviously that's not a word. But do you know what I mean? That's what I wanted. Like,
do you know what? It reminded me loads of Oh Bloody Blada by the Beatles. Everything like that, like there's my na. Yeah.
People should so listen to it. Clippity-clop was the closest I get, but there was no one word. But if you give me one word, I'll have clippity-clop.
Yeah, clippity-clop's fine.
Clippity-clop / jaunty. There we go. Clippity-clop / jaunty. Second word, drama.
Totally, I nearly went for that word. I knew you were going to go for that word.
Did you?
Yeah, that's why I went for cinematography to outdo you.
So I'm predictable now, am I?
No. No, just knew you were going to go for that word.
Drama.
Yeah, it's very drama. It reminded me of Netflix. It was very Netflix drama, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, and it was, and I guess this now leads me on to my third word, which
you guessed right because you've done 2. You get well done.
My third word, and I kind of feel that this has let me down, but I couldn't think of any other word to describe it.
Oh my word! Come on then.
Bipolar.
Yeah, absolutely.
Talking about mental health a lot today. We spoke about psychosis, and now we're talking about bipolar. Because it for me was bipolar in an album. Manic highs, depressive lows. Like one song is jaunty and clippity cloppity, and the next one is saying no one laughs at God.
Yeah, when he's ill or when he's in hospital.
No one laughs at God when you've gone to the hospital for some routine checks.
Bless.
Is an actual lyric in that album, and I'm like, that is very bipolar. That's
almost as bipolar as a sausage in a flask. Everything's about a sausage in a flask for me now. That's it.
It's absolutely. But I really wanted to go because I normally like to visualise, and I guess all I could visualise. Oh, here we go. All I could visualise these are British street parties from this album where you would have picnics.
That's what I mean.
In now.
Big crowds, but then we focus on one person in that crowd. That's what it felt like for me.
It's such a good album. Have you listened to any of our other stuff?
No, I haven't.
Do you think you will after this?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will, definitely. It's not my usual thing. No. But I did like it. But what I found odd was that I love Fiona Apple, who was really similar. Mm-hmm. But something about Fiona Apple I don't find as exhausting to listen to. Like this, I really found like, listening to this, I was like, this is tough going.
Tough going.
I ran to it.
Fiona's in Flair, which is a boxing-based 1980s Netflix program.
So I'm going to check out the others definitely, and I'm intrigued by how she manages to write choruses where there's not really like a lot of music going on.
No,
do you know what I mean? There's lots of playing, loads of playing, but I'm like, I can't really identify where that chorus has come from.
When you're writing it down, exactly. Where does that come down? And then when you put the music over the top, this is not to disrespect, but it was like, by no means, it's a wonderful album. I loved it, but it was kind of like, well, here's my piano,
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a lot more to it. I feel like we're doing Children on Dangerous Water now. But
No. We're just being honest.
Here's my tune and my words. I'm going to stick on the top of it, and it's very dramatic.
And it's worked though. That's the mad thing. It's like the level of skill in there is incredible.
Exactly. Yeah.
And like we were saying, like she's crafted these pop songs out of really chaotic worlds and thoughts, which is amazing. And when I say it's not my usual thing, it's like I wouldn't usually go and listen to something like that, but I am intrigued by it and I will listen to the others because how that's all worked has blown my mind a little bit.
I don't want to say bad stuff, mate, because otherwise heads are going to roll and I don't want that. So it's really important, you know.
You're a wimp.
So, album, I like it. We're going to go with it. Our 3 words: cascading, panpsychism,
Cascading, panpsychism, cinematography,
and then mine: jaunty, clippity clop, drama, and bipolar.
But we're talking about the same things, though. Definitely.
Yeah, isn't that the always interesting thing that we pull through the same thing?
Absolutely. Like bipolar for you, you're picking up the same as I picked up. There's like meaning and everything in it. It's like there's not a wasted word.
No.
So you saw that as like covering the range of emotions of a mind.
Yeah.
So when you're up and you're down, and I saw it as everything's important. Panpsychism, like there's mind in everything. Nothing is wasted. So I think she has it's like she's just had everything that goes on in your brain and turned it into a pop album. Which how the hell do you do that? Because it's remarkable.
It is. So listen, I'm desperate to share with you the lyrics from today. Have you got any idea?
Glitter on the wet street.
Yeah.
The rivers are wet. You are chrome.
I've given you quite a lot of clues. If Bianca
Have you really?
yeah. I mean, we just had radio silence a moment ago.
Heads will roll.
I literally said heads will roll, and you just went deadly quiet. And I was
no, because I was really worried that you thought I was slagging off this album, but I was like, I wasn't. I was just saying.
So what we got then?
It's yeahs.
Yeahs. I said right at the start. Yeah.
Oh, and is the song Heads Will Roll or the
Heads Will Roll? What's the album?
Gold Tiger. Is that an album by them?
It's
I don't
Blitz.
know. I've never bought an album by the yeahs.
Glitter on the wet streets.
So she says the rivers are wet.
Yeah. So what a listing that is. And funny enough, the reason why I said that is because this morning I went for a run and listened to that album again.
Yeah.
What an album.
Is it good?
As well. Yeah, you never heard it.
I couldn't get into them.
What? You said that about Arctic Monkeys though.
I know. Is it first album Fever to Tell?
Yeah.
I remember I know a lot of songs off that, and that's great. I love the song Gold Tiger.
Yeah.
My wife loves that song. But
you never got into its Blitz.
I don't think I've ever heard it. I will check it out.
It's brilliant. I loved it. I went for a good run this morning listening to that.
Yeah.
Really good. Yeah.
How's your running going? Anyway, you're smashing it?
Yeah, all right. I think I've slowed down.
You're getting busier now, aren't you? You're busier with work.
I mean, I think I've slowed down. I've literally slowed down.
I've gone slower.
So Sunday was an interesting one. So my wife and I've just not posted them. So I do a 10k every Sunday.
Yeah.
But because I don't use my personal social media account that much, people that do follow me were getting a bit bored because the only post I put up was every Sunday of me going running. So I haven't posted them, but I went for a 10k on Sunday with my wife. I hadn't slept very well Saturday night. I had a really weird night's sleep, which meant I woke up grumpy. And so when we went running, we had an argument.
Oh, no way!
We literally had all emotions when we went running. It started off great. We took a photo. It was brilliant. We did that. And then we started running and we had an argument. And then you're into dangerous water.
Yeah.
Because when you have an argument when you're running, someone needs to speed up.
It's just when you realise you were slow.
Well, no, naturally then when the person speeds up, if you've had an argument with them, you're like, hell no, they're not running out faster than me. So I then tried to outrun my wife, who literally runs marathons for fun, or half marathons.
My word.
But what I had done as well, for some bizarre reason, I'd taken with me, I'd bought a flask a while ago. I bought
You take some sausages
not
with
a
you.
flask. I bought a new water bottle, and it come with energy sachets, and they'd been in the cupboard for ages. And anyway, I said to my wife, "I'm going to take one with me. What are they like?" So I took one after about 20 minutes. Then we had the argument, and then I had a burst of energy.
It's like as if Hunter S. Thompson went for a run, this is.
So then I just was like, "See ya, I'm sprinting home." And I sprinted, and then the problem was my energy dipped, but I was like, my energy was I'd started, so I had to finish. I was like, there's no way I'm going to let her overtake me because then she wins.
Oh my God.
So I had to maintain like a 7-minute mile for the last 2 miles.
Oh my word. Oh my word.
So that's when you have an argument. And then of course I did like everyone, and I said I was sorry, just so I could slow down.
I'm sorry, but I'm not really sorry. I just want to run a bit slower.
Yeah, so that was something I did this week. But my running, it's getting slower, but
Sorry.
I'm still going. I went this morning, as I said,
Good.
listen to that.
Yeah.
It's a little mix. So I think, we've been going 45 minutes. I have no idea what we've even spoke about. How do we do this? How do we talk?
I think we just say goodbye.
No, I meant, how do we do this? How do we talk for 45 minutes about nothing? But yeah, let's just say goodbye as well.
How do you end a conversation, Jim? I'm so used to arguing and then running away. I'm not used to.
No, listen, I have got to go because I'm going to have lunch now. I
Yeah.
brought a picnic on this day, and I got some sausages in my thermos flask.
I'm going to go see my dad.
It's guys, everyone listening, thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed this this one-off Easter special for me and Jimmy just chatting. Yeah. It's been very random, but that is kind of us in a thermos flask, right? We're all over the show.
I can't believe it. I still can't get my head around it.
Next week, we're joined by guests again. You'll be pleased to know. So we've got another few weeks of guests lined up for you. And if needs are there, we'll do another solo effort, maybe a summer special. We're going to try everything we can to get Max on this now. If anyone knows Max, I'm going to send some emails to say, please get in touch.
Let's get him on the show.
We could talk picnics. Guys, enjoy. Keep sending your love. Keep sending reviews. We'll read them out as long as they're nice. Keep listening to good music. And have a cracking week, right?
Yeah, definitely. And just be nice to people.
Oh, be nice.
Just be nice.
Yeah. Not everyone knows everything, right? Don't be a stalker. Be nice.
Don't be a stalker. If there's a stalker on the menu, don't order it.
Don't order it. If there's a stalker on the menu, don't order it. But if there's sausages, order it. Take care, people. Stay safe.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
You lucky people have been listening to the Humming Punks podcast, produced by myself, Carl, and sponsored by Shure.